Okay, so we are back, and this might be the last video of King's Quest 3. I'm not quite sure. We will be pushing it very far if we do get it to the end, just because we still have quite a bit of stuff happening, but it might be closer to 50 minutes.
It's just out of reach.
So we have to wander a bit. Now this is where we get to. Everything else so far up to this point is very close to the original King's Quest 3. But once we get into this point here, we're going to get some mix of their own storyline and game stuff. So right now, if you play, or if you played, or if you watched me play King's Quest 1 and especially King's Quest 2, actually, you're going to there's going to be some mixture of stuff from that all the way from here till the end. Connections with what happened there. Okay, so I think we go upstairs. Don't really know what to do. I think we go up. Do we go back down? Does it change right away? No. So we have to go up. Probably just it could be just hit or miss as to whether you get it. But let's go in here. I don't think you have to go to every screen. At least I hope not. Yeah, perfect.
We're nearing the island, Captain. Orders?
As soon as we drop anchor, we'll head for shore. The treasure's assuredly still there, waiting for me. Us.
Do you think the map is accurate?
No reason to think otherwise. The last captain of the ship insisted the map was genuine. 'Twas the last thing he said before I ran him through.
What about our new passenger? You think he's up to the task?
Are ye questioning me judgment?
No, Captain. It's just that we can't be knowing if we can trust him.
You be thinking to make a run for it? Fat chance of that. It's a dangerous journey to the center of the island. Even if he made it that far, there's an impassable cliff face on the other side with a sheer drop to the ocean below. And if by some slim chance he managed to climb down, it's a mighty long swim to nearest land. And then there's the sharks.
I guess he doesn't have much of a choice. Do you think there'll be traps on the island, Captain?
Well, of course there be traps, you empty-headed sea urchin. The treasure was buried in the days when those wizard characters used to run things. 1,000 years ago, so it be told. The pirate captain to whom the treasure belonged was something of a magician himself. Who knows what deadly devices were conjured up? Well, don't just stand there. Go get him.
Aye, Captain.
A few hours later.
Take this parchment. It's got a lot of silly scribbling on it, but it gives you the best route through that jungle. Now get in there and find that treasure.
And try not to get killed.
Aye, it's a lot of trouble finding someone who won't be missed, and who's foolish enough to set foot on my ship. Quit your prattling, get in there and find me that treasure.
Ahem.
I mean, find us that treasure, of course.
You heard that, Captain. Get moving. Unless you want a lump on your rump to match the one on your head instead.
Okay, so we'll head into the island. This part is completely different. This is not in the original game at all. This is to connect their own storyline that they've done. Let's head up here. Okay. So we're going to read this parchment.
You examine the treasure map and read the writing scrawled upon it. Through all of life's long, lonely walks, or skips, runs, or trips, true balances are keenly sought. Take heed to avoid tips. A tasteful trio, all distinct, are ways to find new density. Their traits, most heavy, norm, and light, will weigh against longevity.
I don't see how I might. Ah.
You pull the lever. The braces on the side where you came from snap back into place.
So an easy way to think of this is that if you walk over to here on like a seesaw, or teeter-totter or anything you want to call it, what side would go up? This side here. So you want to walk this way and fall. That's what you want to do. You want to fall off the bridge.
That's the third dimension for you.
Ah, I gotta do this again. We'll speed this part up. Then we read the parchment again.
Begin you shall across the sea, its clear hue like the sky, to find yourself on endless sand, like blood, and yet bone dry. And then to luscious fields of wheat, a wide expanse of crops, through waving grasses growing tall, hand brushing across their tops. High over snowy mountain pass, your journey's near the end. Step last onto the well-tilled earth, where wounded feet may mend.
Okay, if you don't get it, these are giving you ideas of colors. So we have blue, red, yellow, green? Yeah, green, white, and then brown. And notice how these are all colored? And we're gonna see what I can do. We'll see how many times I die. So the first color is blue. Next color is red. Next color is yellow. Yellow. Next color is green. I think this one's green, isn't it? Come on. Come on. Yes, that's green. White and then brown. White? Yes it is. I think this one's brown. Please show. There you go, brown. So then we continue the thing again. So blue. Take a wild guess that this one's blue. Red. Oh, I hope we're able to reach a red. Where's a red? We did it, good, okay. Red. Yellow. That's too far. There's no way we're gonna be able to reach that yellow. Please tell me this, it's blue. Is this yellow? Yellow, okay, good. Yellow, green. Is that the old yellow that we were on before? It's too far. Is there green going in this direction?
You can't jump that
Oh,
far.
we can't, okay. Green. I think we just did this, we're just going in a circle now. White and then brown. This is white, brown. Okay, well at least we didn't die. That's a good thing. Blue, red. Where's red? Is there red over here? What's this? Green, shoot. Okay, red, yellow. Is this a yellow? Please tell me this is a yellow. Yellow. I saw green up here. Yeah, perfect, okay. There's green somewhere here. Is this green? Green, white, and then brown. Is this white? No, it's brown. Is this white? No, that's brown. Is there white? Uh-oh. No! I screwed up. Let's see how many times I die during this. I'm dead. I had a feeling something weird was going on. I wasn't gonna...
Maybe the map should be color-coded.
Then we need white, which I think was this one. Yes, and then brown, which is this one. There we go. Yay! We did it. Let's save.
You take the stone plaque off the ground.
Good. Gotta collect all the little stone plaques. And then we'll read what the parchment says.
What's in a name save for its sounds? They lie close by, look close around. For in creatures both small and great, the way is paved through Saren's gate.
Okay, so that's the hint. Let me save it again. And we're gonna
As you place your hands upon the arch, you feel an energy beneath your fingers. It almost feels alive.
creepy. Okay, then I guess we'll put this on here. Okay, so each of these has a first letter, obviously, to it. All these different animals. So we gotta put them in order to spell Saren. So S, E, which is R, everyone except for the one I need. Or A, and if it's correct, we will survive. If it's not correct, we will die. Oh, we survived. Now here's a little cutscene thing.
Who are you?
An echo of the first mage and pirate Captain Saran, who once derived value from only earthly things. Long ago I concealed them at this place, riches beyond what wealthy men do dream. Does the thirst for treasure bring you here? Are stones and coins your reason for risking precious life?
They are, though I care little for such things. I am seeking to return to a home from which I was unjustly taken, to parents whom I cannot recall.
My death occurred here in a time beyond your reckoning. Your life, a mere moment, is of no concern. The treasure, my only care, binds my soul to this place. Do you desire it?
I desire what I need to reach my homeland safely. Without your treasure, I am doomed.
Then a chance you shall have to claim it. You have demonstrated your cunning and skill. Now a more important trial begins. This island once belonged to the realm known as Daventria, when land and sea once met as equals upon the earth.
Daventria? Oh, Daventry.
Greatest among us was its ruler, Leginimor. He created the greatest of treasures, orbs of power, to aid the land in crisis. When he fell at the hands of his betrayer, the orbs were lost, scattered about the realm and beyond. One orb contained the power to heal the very earth itself.
How might I do this?
In the order of value lies your salvation. Choose well, and the treasure kept here for these past 1,000 years shall be yours. Choose poorly, and you shall die. Choose first the item of greatest importance, then the second, and so on.
Consume it today, conceive a tomorrow.
Now, Choose the second.
The craft of construction.
Now pick the third. You have chosen well. The treasure shall be yours. Take it, and the worthless trinkets contained within.
Zounds!
The pirate captain may not look kindly upon you keeping your share of the gold. Better leave it in the chest.
What is this?
A trinket I acquired in my early days. 'Twas a highway to begin a low life, robbing the first king's grave. That vessel in the likeness of his hands was in place of his own. Take it.
You put the gold coins back in the chest.
Farewell.
Did you get the treasure? Well, you've proved you're worth something, at least for now. Maybe we won't be killing you just yet.
Into the boat. Move it.
After your return from Treasure Island, you spend several more days as a cabin boy.
Get off your bunk, you lazy landlubber. Get to the galley and get the stove running.
Okay, so this is back to being like with Manannan again, where they give you chores, you do them, that kind of thing. Except they don't punish you if you don't do it. You don't progress if you don't do it. So might as well do it. Get the stove running. I think it is possible to do all the chores and then come back and it's done. But we're just gonna do it this way because I feel like it might go quicker if I do it this way. Otherwise we might do them and then have to come back and do them anyways. Let's keep going back to find out what else.
The upper deck could do with a good scrubbing. Now get moving.
Okay. So I hope you guys are enjoying the game so far. It is definitely, there's a lot more going on in it, and King's Quest IV is the same way. King's Quest 5, 6, and 7. People love King's Quest 6, but I feel like you'll love it even more if you've actually seen these ones. Or like, I mean, even the original ones are good too, you know. I think you can get the original ones on Steam, like the entire King's Quest series, for fairly cheap, so if it's something you're interested in, definitely give it a look. Oh shoot, do I still have the broom? I do. I think he wants us to do over here too.
You can't use that item there.
Okay, well, close enough. I don't want to fall over the side. But yeah, we are getting close enough. We should be able to finish this game today without too much worry. Okay. Oops. After we finish all the chores, there's going to be a cutscene, so I'm going to be quiet during that time, of course. I don't think I'll mute myself, but I just won't say anything. And then all the fun begins.
You took your merry time. Go over to the captain's cabin and dust the shelves.
our belongings, in case you were wondering, are in this chest here. Okay. So we didn't lose all those spells we did. Now I think when we go back, it's going to automatically put us, like, we'll go to sleep. So maybe I will mute myself, because there is a cutscene coming up. So I'm going to mute myself, and I will be back when the cutscene is over.
Meanwhile,
There you are. I have been looking all over the castle.
Where else would I be? Where else could I be?
What are you doing?
Only what I can. Nothing. Save watch my land fall into ruin while that winged abomination continues its reign of terror.
It serves not to dwell on matters beyond your...
My wife, do you not feel my anguish? Our own daughter has been taken. And I allowed it.
You had no choice.
There is always a choice.
True. You might have chosen Daventry's destruction. Years ago you defied the dragon. Even now the flames still lick at our crops. Imagine the suffering had you resisted further. As for your anguish, every day I weep for Rosella and our son, Alex.
No, I cannot bear to hear his name. Not now.
As you wish. But you must not let this destroy you. Daventry cannot afford to be without its king, nor I without the man I wed.
Were it only that he were here, I would do anything to heal my beloved realm, to make everything right.
Orders, Captain?
We're heading for Usperia. Time to put all that booty to good use. What is it?
That course will take us close to Daventry, won't it?
Yeah? You got a problem with that?
I must be confessing something to you, Captain. I be getting a tad nervous sailing this close to Daventry. What with that dragon I hear out telling those parts.
Ah, you lily-livered codfish! That beast sits over yon mountains, never comes near the shore from what I hear.
Hope you're right, Captain.
Of course I'm right, you jelly-legged squid! That reminds me, when we reach Usperia, we'll see if we can't sell our new young'un in the markets. Should fetch a pretty price. Oh, and make sure there's someone guarding the hatch. We don't want him trying to make a break for Daventry shore as we sail by.
Aye, Captain.
as the pirates spot land nearby, you are unceremoniously dumped in the cargo hold again to keep you from escaping.
He's been safely locked away in the hold, Captain. Say, have you seen this stuff we took off him? That kid carried some strange things. Where do you think he got them?
How should I know? I've heard tell a wizard lives in Ludor. The kid seemed eager to leave. He probably stole those things.
There's something else, too. Seems like a map.
Another treasure map?
Don't think so. Seems like a map of Ludor to me. Look, this here's the town where we made port. Whoa!
Better get myself a chest with a lock on it when we reach Usperia.
So I'm back, and let's head up here because we need our items before we can continue. So good, the captain's gone, and he has our stuff in this chest that there is no lock on it, he said, so
You retrieve your stolen items.
perfect. Oops.
You're not.
Not close enough. Now we're close enough, so. Okay. Now we're gonna head over here. Because we have a spell. One of the things we made was, putting another to sleep.
The leather pouch is securely tied and filled with the coarse brown sleep powder you so proudly manufactured.
So it needs to be poured in a place of with darkness and damp, I think it was. Well, this is pretty dark and pretty damp, right? Because we're on a ship and it's dark. So we can pour it on the ground here, and it will make everyone go to sleep.
As your sleep spell takes effect, a silence descends over the ship.
I wonder if it just doesn't affect you because you were the one who made it? I don't know. I think we just do that. So everyone's going to be asleep now when we go up. Perfect. Can I look at this map?
The chart traces the ship's route. You don't recognize the continents except the one you've just left.
Can I?
It will serve you best if left where it is.
No, okay. Fine. Let us go into this room over here. And now we're near Daventry, so we are going to make a break for the shore with our flying like an eagle or a fly. Now, we don't want to fly like a fly because fish might want to eat us. But we can fly like an eagle and get to the land. So let's do that.
You've managed to make it to the shore of Daventry, but your magic essence is all gone now.
I feel like there is another way of doing things that you can keep the magical essence because you can use it later on, but I don't know. I don't really have time to fool around to figure that out. Come on, keep going. So now we're on Daventry, and this is a really, really nice scenery as we're going to get here. So enjoy them as we walk. Daventry is such a pretty place. I really like in King's Quest 2015 how well they how well they made it look so neat and pretty. All the scenery there is really nice. Now, did you remember in that cutscene, remember in King's Quest 2 how Graham was in that same spot? Except instead of his wife coming to see him, it ended up being the father?
It's an owl wearing a waistcoat and monocle. Don't be ridiculous. Of course it can't speak.
Oh, how little you know, narrator. I know that they know. That's why it's even here in the first place, but you might get the idea because we saw this owl in King's Quest 2 in the remake that we just were playing before. So, at least if you saw the special extra little video, if you need to go back, you can watch it. It's like 3 minutes long or whatever. But, I love how pretty Daventry is. And the surrounding area. Okay, before I continue on, I need to make sure I'm ready. We need the teleport stone. So I need to make sure we have this ready. Got some parts coming up where I'm not as good at. This first part is not too bad, but the part coming up after is definitely bad.
As you make your way through the mountains, you suddenly notice something approaching you in the distance. Something that doesn't seem friendly.
I love a warm meal.
You try to fake an impression of chilliness.
Now, don't sell yourself short.
You rub the magic stone.
Hey, what was that?
You rub the magic stone.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Run, run. I hate this scene that we're about to do right now. Yeah.
These caves are really dark, but you feel a draft coming from two separate ways ahead of you.
There we go.
Lost, aren't we? Let me show you around a little bit.
The one I don't know. Let's see how many times I die. Yep, there we go.
Whatever happened to wrong way, turn back?
You guys are gonna see that a lot. I may speed this part up here. Good. Yeah, we did it.
Thanks to your navigational skills, you've managed to outwit the abominable snowman, and the way to Daventry is clear.
My navigational skills are great, but not when it comes to these little caves.
I'm getting sick of trespassers. I'm going back to Serenia.
That was also a little hint too as to something that will come up in King's Quest V. You might see him again. I am going to save. Got some really nice scenery coming up here. I love the whole destruction of Daventry scenes. It's really neat. Yeah, we'll definitely be able to finish. It will be close. Like, it'll be like 50 minutes or something. It might even go up to an hour before we're done. You might sort of recognize this if you were watching King's Quest 1 at all. These little scenes here, I think you go this way is the easiest way. The other way is harder. And there's no real reason. I don't think you get more points for doing the harder way, so... I think at this point, you don't have to do it right at this point, but I'm going to do it at this point because just over here is the dragon. So we want to put the invisibility ointment on ourselves. Head over here, and then we're going to have a little cutscene coming up very soon. We got to get away from the dragon. Over by Rosella. And then we're going to use the storm. And we're going to get rid of the dragon this way.
Stormy brew. Churn anew.
Okay, so let's untie our sister.
You untie your sister.
I thank you, my brave sir. Come, we must journey to my father's castle. My parents will be anxious to meet their daughter's rescuer. Do I know you?
Perhaps. We may have shared a cradle once.
I beg your pardon?
My name is Alexander, of Daventry.
Rosella regards you with a look of bewilderment, then a hint of suspicion.
Prove it.
I don't know how I could.
My mother told me once that my brother had a peculiar birthmark.
Well, in that case...
On his right buttock.
I see. Well, if that is what it will take to prove it to you.
Thank you. I am sorry I did not believe you. Brother.
After all you've been through, I understand completely. I just hope I don't have to prove my identity to the entire kingdom this way.
Alexander just goes and moons everybody to show him that he's the prince. I don't know if we can talk to her a bunch here. I'm gonna wait. Maybe not. We'll talk here. Let me just save. Can talk here.
Tell me about our parents.
Our mother, Queen Valenice, is as kind as she is beautiful. She is also wise and counsels father when he is in need of advice.
And our father?
King Graham has been the bravest and most honorable man this kingdom has ever known. It is only in recent years that our country's misfortunes have taken their toll on him.
I wish I could have been there for him.
You are here now. I think that seeing you will do a great deal to mend his ailing heart.
Why did the dragon come to Daventry?
I do not know. On occasion, I have heard Father mumble something about a curse. He would not speak to me of it, though. Nor would Mother.
Most curious. I am glad to finally be home.
As am I. It was difficult growing up knowing that I had a brother, yet fathoming neither your whereabouts nor whether you were safe. Though I cannot explain it, somehow I knew you were still alive. I hope your life thus far has not been too unpleasant.
Let's just say that I'm not overly fond of evil wizards.
Then you have something in common with Father. Though he did not know it at the time, one used to serve under him many years ago.
I have had quite an adventure while journeying here.
I can imagine. Perhaps I too will have an adventure someday. Well, preferably one without a three-headed dragon.
Agreed. I am looking forward to meeting my parents.
We'll surprise them. Are you nervous?
Well, maybe a little.
It will be fine. You'll see.
You have nothing more to say to Rosella.
So, two things here that I want to bring up. One, a little fun fact about myself. I did not know I had a sister until I was in grade 9. That's when I was told that I had an older sister. So, I kind of, I guess, can kind of relate in a way, except I didn't know for years that I had one and wasn't told, or didn't know what happened to her. I found out that I had one when I was able to actually go meet her, which is pretty cool. Another little fun fact is Rosella was just saying that she hopes that she can have an adventure someday. Well, guess what King's Quest 4 is about? Who will be controlling in King's Quest 4? It'll be Rosella. And actually, the ending of this game connects right with the opening of King's Quest 4. So I'll explain it a little bit more once we get closer.
Hello, milady. Milady, you are free! Could it be to do with the sudden storm I beheld atop Cloud Mountain?
Indeed it was. And I have this noble man to thank for rescuing me.
Incredible! And to think that the dragon is dead and gone after all this time. He is dead and gone, right?
Completely.
Oh, amazing! Noble sir, whom do I and all of Daventry thank for this miracle?
Go ahead.
Good sir, I am Prince Alexander of Daventry.
The gnome gives you a thoroughly mystified look. Then gradually a grin begins to spread over his old wrinkled face. The grin becomes a great smile, and soon the gnome is overcome with joy.
wonderful, sensational, marvelous news! Yes, it is you, isn't it? I knew it. From the moment I saw you, I just knew it.
Then what did you just ask?
Shh! I must run to the castle and let everybody know. The dragon is dead and Prince Alexander has returned.
Okay, so we can talk to her a little bit more, I think.
Why did you tell me to hush before?
You should never risk insulting a gnome, particularly not that one. He has lived a very long time, longer than you or I could ever hope to, and he knows a great deal more than he lets on.
Oh, I didn't know.
There is much for you to discover about your homeland. But come, our parents will be eager to meet you now.
So much for my surprise appearance.
It is probably better this way. What with Father's heart and all.
Why do you say that?
Never mind. It is not the time to talk of such things.
Another hint of what's to come.
You have nothing more to say to Rosella.
Although, that's in King's Quest 4. So we're gonna take the walk over to the castle, sort of. Got a little bit of ways to go. A few little puzzles like these to do. I always wait until the two go up together, because then you got time. We're gonna save again. Last save of the game. I think, I'm pretty sure.
Mind your footing, Alexander. The ground up ahead doesn't look stable.
The ground feels uneven beneath your feet.
Okay, so it's going up like that. So we can only walk along this edge here, it's not moving. Go this way. Oh, who's that?
The man stands alone in the gloomy clearing. He wears a simple hooded garment and pays you little attention.
Now we're very close to the end. I know we're later than I normally would like to be. This video is just going to be longer because there's no point in stopping it. There's probably 15 minutes left.
Hello? Are you alright?
I am as I am.
Who are you?
One who remembers many things. My wisdom once served the king.
This is your home then?
I called it that once, before yours had meaning. It has hidden something from me.
Can I help you find it?
Not as you are, my would-be sire.
You know me.
I know many things. The now, then, and every age in between. The reason for days, and why the stars are restless. The forces that work their will in this world. The trivial manner of your arrival.
But how could you?
Leave me. My time wanes with your wasteful banter.
He doesn't appear interested in conversing further. You have nothing more to say to Rosella.
I think if we go over here, we'll be there, but not. It won't be the ending, I don't think. I hope. Please not. Well, my neighbors like throw everything around their apartment. I'm gonna pause this here because we're gonna head into the ending of the game. The next game is going to be, like the next one, the King's Quest series, obviously, is going to be King's Quest 4. The fun part about this is the ending of this game, before the credits start, is actually the scene, the starting scene of King's Quest 4. And in the original King's Quest 3, they also do that. So it's kind of neat that you will actually, the music will change and everything, and it's King's Quest 4 basically, but not because it's King's Quest 3, and it will be ending soon. Whereas in King's Quest 4, when that scene plays out, it'll be just the starting of the game. And now I'm actually going to mute myself. Stay after the credits, because after the credits there is one tiny little scene that we're going to have as well, just because of something that I got, so...
You have nothing more to say to Rosella.
Rosella! The Royal Weaver told us of your rescue. I could scarcely believe it. And this
is Prince Alexander of Daventry.
son?
Yes, Mother.
My heart has ached with longing for this day. Your absence has been a terrible burden for us all. Come, your father awaits us.
So ends the first. At last.
Father!
Rosella, are you all right?
As good as can be. Father, you look.
As one who has worried more than any thought possible, for longer than most thought him capable. Do not concern yourself. Is this?
Yes, Father.
I hadn't dared hope for this moment.
Why does your crown glow?
I don't... Wait. The father wanted the crown to find the item. This must be it.
That old thing.
Who is the father?
It doesn't matter. Today, his search ends.
Perhaps that will end his curse. Perhaps its second will not come to pass.
Yes, perhaps. Let us adjourn to the throne room. I have traveled many roads, some joyful, others dark. They have led me far and wide through all manner of danger. Yet they always brought me home, to Daventry. Your road, Alexander, has led you from us. For the longest time, we lost all hope of seeing you again. But the road, it seems, saw fit to return you as well. Along every step of my journeys, I have worn this, my adventurer's hat, a symbol of my zeal and youth. It is right that it should now pass to younger blood. Receive it, and know the man who was your father. May it lead you to fortune and great adventure as much as this world will share. To your futures.
There was no hope for me, and I could not dream of being free. But then I had a vision of you, and you gave me a reason to live, and so I find my way back home to you. Taken away, who could know my hurt, my pain, when time and again I'm shamed. How could I have kept so sane when all it did was rain?
Congratulations, you finished the game. Based on your playing style, you've earned the following secret awards.